All right. Well, we have the pleasure right now to sit down for a few minutes and have a meeting with Kevin Struband, who is the Executive Director of the Lincoln County Humane Society. Welcome, Kevin. Really appreciate you taking a few minutes to spend with us this afternoon.
Thanks, John. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, just wanted to kind of dive right in. If you could just give us the quick overview of what the Lincoln County Humane Society does, sort of the impact that you make in the community, and how you take care of animals, that type of thing. Just kind of your overall mission and what you guys do in the community.
Certainly. So we operate a shelter that's about 15,000 square feet in West St. Catharines, and we've actually been protecting animals in this city since 1881. We adopt animals out, we bring them in for safekeeping while their owners are looking for them. And what's unique with our location is we also run a spay-neuter clinic and a full-service veterinary clinic, one of only two in the whole province. It's quite a cross-section of what we do as a humane society, maybe even opposed to what other shelters do across the province.
Totally, yeah. And I've had the pleasure of actually visiting your facility. I live in the Niagara region, and we've even adopted a cat from the Lincoln County Humane Society named Fred. And so we can really attest to the amazing work that you're doing in the community as well. And actually, I don't know if it was you, but probably it was you that spearheaded the launch. Was it some sort of community food cupboard or kitchen like food
Yes.
for the needy? Like,
Yes.
just touch on that for a second.
Absolutely. So I had this idea for about 3 years, and just didn't think it really fit with what we do. We had a couple of things that happened where we helped people and their pets, which we don't always do that directly, but this one we did when a man lost his home, and we had a pet food grant donation. So I thought, I'm going to float this by my board, and they totally approved it. So we spent some money to open up Niagara's first, and not the only one now, but a community fridge where if people need food, they can just come into the fridge between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. and take what they need. Mm-hmm. That's been running since July. And we've had probably about 10 to 15 people per day coming through. We've had comments left by people, over 300 comments saying, thank you, you've given me dignity, you've helped my family. So it's a really good feeling, not in our mandate, but we had an opportunity, we have a location, and the building where it is just terrific. So it's really worked out well.
That's fantastic. Kudos to you and your team for making that happen. And computing the math quickly, that's like almost over 1,200 people who've been able to access food. And it also gives other people the opportunity to really impact the community in an easy way, because they're, like you said, it's a great location. They can just drop off food and supply the fridge, right, with food as well, if they want to do that. So awesome. Great to hear. It just makes me so happy to have these conversations, because I know that as we transition into this next topic of conversation, and the fact that we've been able to support the Lincoln County Humane Society from the Barter Pay It Forward Foundation, which is funded by our most amazing small business clients across the country who are in this bartering community, it really brings me great joy to hear those stories. So switching gears, in terms of the Barter Pay It Forward, I know that Lincoln County Humane Society, over our 6-7 year relationship, has accessed almost 80,000 barter credits from our foundation to offset costs. And we like to focus on admin and overhead expenses, not necessarily the end cause, but what we do is when those barter credits flow to you, you're able to use them to reduce your admin and overhead, which then frees up cash to be able to go towards the end cause. So I know you guys have been able to get a lot of things through Barter Pay, but if you could touch on maybe a few highlighted items. I was just looking at your account here. Recently, you almost $11,000 to reseal the driveway and the parking lot. You've been able to access jackets with your logo, and photocopiers and snow removal and landscaping maintenance and all sorts of different things that go on. I see chocolate tails. I don't know if that's like gifts for your staff or whatever the case may be, but just touch on some of the things you've been able to get, and then we can talk about kind of the impact that when you're able to redirect that cash in a second here.
Certainly. So, as you mentioned, we've had the snow removal and the landscaping, which has been really big for us. If you saw the driveway before, and we had no lines painted on there, it looked pretty drab, but we had that done through barter. So what would have cost us close to $20,000 cost us closer to $2,000, maybe $3,000, but such a big savings for us that we're able to put back into caring for animals. We're always asking people to help us with animals that need veterinary care that we can't afford because of cost restraints. Might be a few $1,000s for a surgery, and this has helped us be able to redirect those funds to help those animals. So the bottom line is that Barter Pay has saved animals' lives, if you can believe that.
Yeah, that's amazing. And just redirecting the spotlight right back to our members. Even though Barter Pay and Barter Pay It Forward Foundation is sort of the system that's been created to make this all happen. And we know that 3.5 million barter credits have been generated from our members that get donated to our foundation that we're able to distribute to charities across the country, like Lincoln County Humane Society, who again can go use those barter credits to reduce their admin and overhead. And I know that charities like to report a very, the lowest cost of administration and overhead possible, and that's what we really focus on. So these cash dollars can be directed to the end cause. So we really appreciate working with you on that front to help save you money so you guys can have more impact. This all just doesn't happen over an app or an online directory. I know that you're a busy person running a big organization there. And so speak to us a little bit of how important it is to have the relationship with Mark Rutgers, your barter coach, the one who you can lean on, sort of like the extension of your team in terms of the purchasing side, and just speak to that a little bit if you can.
Certainly, you might think as a charity that we're not going to get that top level of service when I call my broker. But let me tell you, when I call Mark, I call his cell phone, send him an email. He's been so quick and provided such good customer service to us. If we're looking for something, or if we're trying to pull something in, or have any questions, even one item we had to refund, he's all over it. So I really can't say enough. I've had a lot of success with the brokers I've had in the past, but I'm very impressed with Mark because he really treats us well and knows, I think he believes that what we do is important. And it certainly is for us. And that's certainly evident in what he shows us every day.
Yes, I can't say enough about our team. We have an amazing coaching team across the country, and Mark's one of our best. He's been with us, I think, if not the longest, very close to being the longest. So he's definitely got a knack for what he does, and he loves to service all his clients, including businesses and charities. If you were to be talking to a few hundred of it could be a few thousand right now once this video gets out there, but just say a few words to our members themselves. These businesses, these small businesses, medium-sized businesses across the country that are part of the Barter Pay ecosystem and are earning barter credits. They're using them for themselves to offset their own costs, but how important is it for them to continue to give to the Barter Pay It Forward Foundation so that organizations like yourself can benefit and do more work?
It's so terrific that all of the members of Barter have chosen to donate credits to the organization so that the Humane Society can benefit. And I'll say it again, you are all responsible for saving animals' lives within our organization. And I can't thank you enough for everything you've done. I truly appreciate it. I stand here and talk to the camera and tell people about how great it is, but you really can almost not appreciate how great it is for us as a charity and how much we've received from it. When I talk to people saying, it was almost $11,000 for doing our driveway, and I paid around $1,700. It's terrific. So thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. It really is, being a social impact enterprise, it's an entrepreneur's dream, literally, to create a business that not only helps businesses, but when it can actually impact the community just as much. And as we ramp up and, build up both sides of the business, both from the business side and the charitable side, it's literally a dream come true for someone like myself. So thanks for participating. I appreciate the kind words, and look forward to chatting soon again.
Awesome. Take care.
All right. Cheers. See you later.